Okay class, as Kevin is picking up the last of our problem of the day notebooks, I need all eyes up here on this awesome clothesline that I made, not with clothes, but with several pieces of paper. We're going to use this to review what we left off talking about yesterday. Okay, but I first need some help. Let me have, let's see, Mia to read our objective for us, please. Okay, thank you. Let me go ahead and repeat that for us. TEK objective 6.3b, represent ratios and percents with concrete models, fractions, and decimals. Okay, so yesterday we left off talking about how a number can be represented several different ways. It can be known as a fraction, a percent, ratio, percent, fraction, or a decimal. Okay, so all of these four things represent one idea. So just like nicknames. Who has a nickname in this class? Let me see some hands. I see about 4 or 5 of you have nicknames. Good. So I'm going to give you a quick example, like the name Alexander. It's my brother's name. He goes by Alex sometimes, or Lex, like Lex Luthor from Smallville, from some of his friends, or Alexander when my mom's really upset at him. But Alex represents Alexander, so does Lex. Lex represents Alexander. They may look different and they're written in different forms, but they mean the same thing. They mean Alexander. Okay, so they are equal to this one. So in our number sense, we're going to find out what the mystery numbers should be to match up with this clock here, this picture. So in this picture, we're going to do this one together, and then I'll have somebody come up here and help me with the next one. So this picture, we have the shaded area of the clock. It's pointing at 4 o'clock. So it looks like if I divide this clock evenly, it'll divide into 3 pieces. So I have 1 out of 3. Okay, so that's my fraction. So my fraction is 1 out of 3. Now remember, how do we know what our decimal would be then? Without turning these over and looking at it, we can also solve it. Our fraction bar means out of. And out of means to what? Also means to, does it mean to multiply, subtract, add, or divide? Let's see. How about Mary? Can you tell me? What does out of mean? Close. Opposite of multiplying would be dividing, yes. Okay, so that's dividing, and let's divide it out. So who goes on the inside and what goes on the outside? Remember our little trick? The farmer, he's on top riding his horse. At the end of the day, he goes in the house first, and his horse is staying on the outside. So 1 goes on the inside, 3 goes on the outside. Add our 0, 3 goes into 10, 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring down another 0. 3, 9. And this looks like it's going to keep on repeating. We have a lot of 3s. So our decimal here is 0.33 repeating, instead of writing the 3s that are endless and forever. Okay? So let's look here. We have 0.5. We know that's not it. It's 0.33 with the bar, which means repeating, or 0.33 or 25%. Can eliminate that one. So out of these two, when you see these on your own, don't fall for the trick that they look similar, okay? Remember, the repeating bar means what? Yes, I just told you. I told you in that hint. It means to repeat, okay? So it's different from just a 0.33, decimal 0.33. That means that ends, okay? So it would be this one. And then our ratio form, it's not 1/2, it's not 0.25, so it must be this one, ratio of 1 to 3. Our comparison is that there's 1 shaded piece to 3 total pieces. Okay, our last one would be, see, I already gave you the fraction, so we don't need a fraction. We have our ratio, and which one should this be? Looks like we're missing the, oh, here it is. The percent, 33.3 repeating percent, okay? So for the percent, I can easily look on my decimal and move the decimal place over 2 times to the right to figure out what my percent is, 33.3%. And same thing, it repeats, so we need to indicate that by putting the repeating sign, okay? Okay, so now that we did one together, I want, okay, instead of having somebody come up, let's have you go ahead and try this on your own piece of paper first. And the third one, we'll have a volunteer come up and show us. Okay? So this one, I have one piece of pizza from Papa John's left that my brother left me because he is just so considerate. And he ate three of the other pieces. So I have 1 out of 4. So right here, I have given you the fraction, and I want you to give me the other forms of how this fraction is represented. Remember, this is a fraction, so the other forms of how it's represented is in a decimal form, ratio, and percent. So those are the 3 different things you will be giving me, okay? I want you to go ahead and write that on your own paper. Give you about 20 seconds to go ahead and do that.